In the heart of the animal kingdom, a serene savanna, King Kion ruled with kindness and wisdom. His loving family, Queen Luna, and their playful cubs, Leo and Gracie, lived in harmony with the other animals. However, their peace was disrupted by the arrival of Dion, a power-hungry lion with a thirst for dominance.
Dion, with his menacing gaze and snarling snout, challenged Kion for the throne.
But Kion, prioritizing his family's safety, chose not to engage in a fierce battle.
He knew that Dion's cruelty would put his loved ones in harm's way. With a heavy heart, Kion decided to leave the kingdom, accompanied by his family.
But his brothers Tatu and Punda refused to abandon their home. They stood strong, determined to protect their birthright. As Dion claimed the throne, Tatu and Punda retreated to a nearby tree, where they observed the unfolding events from a safe distance. Perched high above, they witnessed Dion's tyrannical rule, his cruel treatment of the other animals, and his relentless pursuit of Kion's family. Meanwhile, Kion and his family adapted to their new arboreal life, finding solace in the love and support they shared. The hyenas, once tolerated by Dion, now seethed with resentment. They had grown accustomed to claiming their share of the hunt, but Dion's greed knew no bounds. He confiscated all their spoils, leaving them with nothing.
Led by their cunning leader Shenzi, the hyenas confronted Dion, their eyes blazing with anger.
But Dion, unfazed by their snarls and snaps, stood firm. With a swipe of his paw, he sent them fleeing, their tails between their legs. The hyenas, humiliated and enraged, retreated to the shadows, plotting their revenge. They began to secretly supply food and information to Kion's family, who still lived in the trees, waiting for the perfect moment to strike back.
Shenzi's eyes gleamed with malice as she whispered to her pack, "Dion may have the throne, but we'll make sure he pays for his treachery. The hyenas will not be silenced."
Leo, now a powerful and agile lion, had spent years honing his skills in the treetop kingdom. His heart burned with a desire to reclaim the throne and reunite with his childhood sweetheart, Zuri, who had been forced to become Dion's queen.
With a fierce determination, Leo descended from the trees, his brothers Tatu and Punda by his side. Together, they approached the throne, ready to face Dion and his minions.
But as they drew near, Dion's snarling voice echoed through the land.
"You fools, you think you can defeat me? I'll show you the true meaning of power."
The brothers stood firm, undaunted by Dion's taunts. But as the enemy closed in, they realized they needed a new strategy. With a swift nod, they turned and sprinted towards a smaller tree, their paws pounding the earth.
Up the tree they climbed, their claws digging into the bark. From this new vantage point, they gazed out upon the enemy, their eyes burning with a fierce determination. "We'll not be intimidated. We'll fight for our rightful place and for the freedom of our kingdom."
Tatu and Punda roared in agreement, their voices echoing through the land. The battle for the throne had begun, and only time would tell if the brothers would emerge victorious. Leo was later captured. Leo's cries echoed through the night, his heart heavy with despair. Kion, his father, emerged from the shadows, his eyes blazing with a fierce determination.
"You're a fool for coming here. You'll never leave alive. I didn't fight you years ago because I wanted to protect my family. But now, you've gone too far. You've taken my son, and for that, you'll pay the price."
With a mighty roar, Kion charged at Dion, their bodies colliding in a flurry of claws and teeth. The two lions clashed, their strength and fury shaking the earth.
Kion! Kion! Show him the power of the true king.
The battle raged on, the outcome hanging in the balance. But one thing was certain, only one lion would emerge victorious, and the fate of the kingdom would be decided once and for all. The tide of the battle turned, as the hyenas, led by Shenzi, and the elephants, led by Athena, joined forces with Kion. The hyenas' cunning and agility, combined with the elephants' brute strength, proved to be a formidable addition to Kion's army.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Charge, my friends, for Kion.
Dion's forces began to falter, overwhelmed by the sheer numbers and determination of Kion's allies. The hyenas darted in and out, nipping at Dion's minions while the elephants charged forward, their trunks swinging and tusks gleaming. Kion, with renewed hope and strength, fought his way through the enemy lines, his eyes fixed on Dion. The two lions clashed once more, their roars echoing across the savannah. But this time Kion emerged victorious, pinning Dion to the ground.
No, this can't be.
Dion, once consumed by ambition and greed, now slinks away in defeat, a humiliating horn pegged to his lap, a poignant reminder of the consequences of his actions. With a final triumphant roar, Kion reclaimed his throne, his rightful place as king restored.
Welcome back, Kion. The true king has returned.
And so peace and prosperity returned to the animal kingdom under the wise and just rule of King Kion. Indeed, this story teaches us valuable lessons. Family is everything. Kion's love for his family drove his decisions, and ultimately his triumph. Greed leads to downfall. Dion's insatiable ambition and greed led to his demise. Leadership requires wisdom and compassion. Kion's wise and just rule brought peace and prosperity. Dion's tyranny brought suffering. These lessons resonate throughout the animal kingdom. A reminder to all of the importance of family, humility, and wise leadership.
For more stories, please encourage me by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing.